Kelly, dear, what's this I hear about you getting engaged to a lawyer? Is that true? Mom, you're asking about my life? That's a rarity. I'm asking you if you're actually engaged to a lawyer and living with him in his high-rise apartment. Well, before I answer, can I ask what suddenly brought on this interest in my romantic affairs? No, you may not. Now answer me. Fine, whatever. Yes, Mom, it's true. I'm engaged to a lawyer. And yes, we're living together in his apartment. How disgraceful of you! I won't allow this! Do tell me, Mother dearest, why on earth would I need your permission to marry who I want? I'm sure you remember that when you and Dad got divorced back when I was 17, Dad was awarded full custody of me. And I could count the number of times I've seen you since then on one hand. The only reason I haven't blocked your number is because Grandma begged me to allow you to contact me in case there was an emergency. Furthermore, I'm not even legally your daughter anymore. I was adopted by Dad's new wife. If I were going to ask for anyone's permission to get married, which I'm not, it would be the two of them, not you. This isn't about that. Don't dodge the issue. Why should you get married to such an eligible bachelor? Your younger sister Amanda is far prettier and ladylike than you, and she can't find a man to take care of her at all. It's not fair. It's utterly scandalous. Oh, for the love of... this bit again? And what do you mean she can't find a man? She has one. Don't tell me you don't know. She's been dating Troy since they were both in high school. They're a fantastic couple. That penniless peasant? Don't make me laugh. What's your problem? Seriously. Amanda can do far better than that vagabond. A flawless fountain of femininity such as her deserves someone rich, handsome, and influential to treat her like a princess, like your fiancé. I've forbidden him to ever speak to her again. Good grief, Mom. Again? I've done it 5 times now, and I'll do it 1,000 more if I must. It's my sacred duty as her mother to do everything in my power to ensure she has a life of happiness and prosperity. My mind is made up. You're going to break up with your fiancé, and he's going to marry Amanda instead. Not a chance. Goodbye. Kelly, don't you go anywhere. This conversation is not finished. I will not allow you to take your sister's rightful place as the pampered wife of a powerful man. Hey, Kelly. I wanted to apologize for what happened yesterday. I guess Mom really laid into you about your fiancé, huh? Amanda, it's great to hear from you. And don't worry about Mom, it's not your fault. I just wanted to make it clear that I have no interest in taking your fiancé away from you. And despite Mom's best efforts, I have not broken up with Troy. So yeah, you shouldn't believe a single word she says. And you shouldn't do anything she tells you to do. Trust me, I know how she is. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, though. It's getting really concerning, though. What is? Didn't it seem odd that Mom even knew about your fiancé? Well, the thing is, apparently Grandma is the one who told her. What? I thought we both made it clear to Grandma that we didn't want Mom knowing about our boyfriends. Yeah, the thing is, I was talking to her primary caretaker at the nursing home, and apparently Grandma's getting forgetful and confused a lot more often now. She probably completely forgot that we wanted to keep Mom in the dark about our personal lives. Mom went down to visit her one day, and after they had been talking about other stuff for a while, Grandma just up and spilled the beans about your fiancé to her, every last detail that she could remember. Oh boy, that's unfortunate. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before she tells Mom that Troy and I never actually broke up. It's causing me a lot of stress lately. Have you talked about all of this to Troy yet? I was going to in the next few days. I just heard that Mom had been contacting you, so I wanted to talk to you myself as soon as possible. I wanted to avoid the worst-case scenario where you actually took what Mom said to hear. I really appreciate that, Amanda. I think it might be time to have a little conference with all 4 of us. You think so? Given the way Mom was talking to me yesterday, I'd put money on her getting crazier and crazier until she completely self-immolates. And the reason you haven't been able to move out of the house yet is Mom's constant intrusions into your personal affairs. Yeah, tell me about it. A while back, I started looking around at apartment rentals online, not because I was actually going to move or anything. I was just curious what the going rates were, but she went berserk on me. She was like, "How could you betray me like this? I've done everything for you, and this is how you repay me? By throwing me away like garbage?" She kept going on and on and on. She kept me up until like 3 in the morning. Yep, that definitely sounds like our mom. I really, really wish there would have been some way for Dad to get custody of you two when he and Mom got divorced. I know Dad feels really bad about leaving you behind. There's nothing he could do about that. It's not his fault at all. If this is how insane Mom is with me there to bring her back to reality, just imagine the damage she would have done if I wasn't here. Ugh, yeah, you may have a point. Anyway, like I said, we need to have a meeting to talk about our plans. First order of business, make sure to talk to Troy about everything as soon as possible. Yep, I'll do that right now. I'm going to keep this up until you do as you're told, Kelly. Break up with your fiancé. He's going to marry Amanda, not you. A filthy, blood-sucking parasite like you doesn't deserve to have a wealthy man to support you. I'm a parasite now? Yes, a blood-sucking leech, and that's all you'll ever be. When you were still living at home, you never even put a single cent towards our living expenses. I'm not sure how much you were expecting me to contribute as a high school student. Haven't you heard of truancy laws and child labor laws? Hogwash, you could have gotten a part-time job, but you refused time after time. What did you want me to do, drop out of school and go work under the table at a sweatshop or something? Would that have made you happy? Don't put words in my mouth. I never said any such thing. Okay, well then that puts an end to that ridiculous conversation. And besides, I'll have you know that I do have a job and am contributing to our finances now. You're not fooling anyone. I have no idea why you got this crazy idea in your head that I was unemployed, but you're wrong. I have a job, Mom. Well, then you lied to me. 3 years after your father abandoned me, I told you in no unclear terms that you needed to pay for your sister's college tuition. My instructions were for you to send me no less than $300 every month. But you told me that you couldn't send that much because you didn't have a job, you vile little liar. Mom, I was in college back then. You what? Oh, that's even more insubordination. I gave you strict orders to start working as soon as you graduated from high school. Yes, well, unlike you, Dad was very supportive of my professional ambitions. I went to college and received a job offer while I was in my senior year. I'm still working for that same company right now. But that's all besides the point. Dad was paying you child support for Amanda, wasn't he? With all the money he was sending you, don't you think it's a little odd to demand that your young adult daughter pay for anything? Not in the slightest. Yeah, I don't know why I even bothered asking. Anyway, if you're so upset about me living in my fiancé's apartment, fine, I'm leaving. Oh, really? Yes, really. It's a long story, but for reasons that actually have nothing whatsoever to do with you, I'm leaving by the end of this month. Oh, well then. Well, I'm glad you're finally seeing clearly. Don't forget, though, you still need to break off your engagement. And once you've done that, Amanda will finally have the life of luxury that she's always deserved. Hey, Amanda, Mom texted me just a few minutes ago. Wow, really? To be honest, she kind of caught me off guard. I was just about to send her a text myself. But as planned, I was able to steer that conversation toward telling her that I'll be moving out of my apartment by the end of the month. Just letting you know. Gotcha. Thanks for the update. I've got good news too. Troy's company accepted his request for a transfer yesterday, so we'll be able to make our move anytime. Awesome! Everything's going great, so let's stick to the plan. Will do. Well, Kelly, today's the last day of the month. I presume you've moved out of that apartment like you told me you would, yes? Yeah, I've already moved out. Why? You already moved out? Why didn't you tell me? I hadn't heard anything from you for weeks. I was worried you had told me yet another lie. You should have informed me the very second you set foot out of that apartment. And why is that? None of this has anything to do with you. It has everything to do with me. Do you have any idea how much work I have ahead of me? I need to terminate the lease on my house, fill out the paperwork at the town hall, pack up my things. I'm swamped. I see. In any case, you moved out, correct? Yep, I'm gone. Good. Now Amanda and I can finally move into our new high-rise apartment. Oh, I can't wait. Hey, Amanda, are you busy right now? Nope, not at all. is everything okay? I got another text from Mom. What? Again? Seriously, how is she timing her text so perfectly like this? About that text, though, there was something she said that caught my attention. Yeah? What was it? It seems like Mom is planning on moving into a high-rise apartment. Do you know anything about that? Like, is she trying to move in with you or something? Ah, right. Don't worry, I was prepared for this. Go on. I arranged for 2 trucks, one for all of my stuff and then one for all of Mom's stuff, so they don't get mixed up, you see. Oh, I get it. What about you? Where are you right now? We just got to the airport. Awesome, then we're both right on schedule. Be sure to give me a message once you guys get over there. Don't worry, I will. You be careful too, okay? Just think, in a little while, you'll finally be free from living with Mom. I know, I'm so excited. Kelly? Oh, just what in the world is going on here? What's up, Mom? What do you think? My apartment! I just went to your fiancé's apartment on the 36th floor of the building, but when I pushed the doorbell for him to let me in, he wasn't there. It was some woman I'd never seen before living there. Oh, her. Yeah, that's my fiancé's sister, Grace. She's a nice girl. I've met her a bunch of times. What? The apartment on the 36th floor that we were living in was actually her apartment, but she'd been living out of state for about 2 years on business. She said that we were free to use it while she was gone, so we took care of the room for her. And she just got back in town, so she's moving back in and we're moving out. Well, that doesn't make any sense. You had better explain yourself, and fast. The truck carrying your sister's things still hasn't arrived, so I need to call the moving company. And now the man of the house isn't in the house. And speaking of which, what do you mean we're moving out? You were supposed to break up with him. Are you still together? I told you I was moving out of the apartment, but I never said a single word about breaking up with my fiancé. I don't believe you. How could you toy with poor Amanda's heart in such a cruel way? What are you talking about, Mom? Why would Amanda be bothered by this at all? After all, she just moved out of your house so she could go and live with Troy. Wait, Troy? You said the moving truck with Amanda's stuff wasn't there yet, right? There's a very good reason for that. It's heading for Troy's house. They just went to the courthouse yesterday and filed their marriage certificate. That Troy is involved? Oh, that vile little pauper doesn't know when to quit. Is he still trying to win Amanda's heart? Do you even know what the word pauper means? Seriously, what made you think Troy was poor in the first place? How could he be anything else? He was raised by a single mother. A single mother who ran a chain of restaurants with her late husband before he passed away, and now runs it all by herself. They're not poor. Quite the opposite. What? Sure, Troy's older brother is the one who's in line to inherit the family business, so Troy isn't involved with that directly, but he's a talented businessman in his own right. He works for one of the biggest companies in the state, and he's on the fast track for a seat on the board of directors while still in his 20s. That's impossible. What, isn't that good enough for you? I thought you'd be happy to know your daughter's fiancé was rich. Well, I suppose you're right. I'm fine with this. Now be a dear and give me their address. Can't. I don't know their address. You don't? They aren't going to move in there for a week or so they rented a storage locker for their stuff and are staying in a hotel for the time being. Oh, well then give me the name of the hotel and their room number. Can't. I don't know it. You're lying. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, can I go? It's the middle of the night here and I am totally exhausted. Another ridiculous lie. I have windows in my house, Kelly. It's the middle of the afternoon. Wow, you must have one heck of a view if you can see all the way to the other side of the world. Wait, that doesn't... Where are you right now? Nowhere you can find me, thank goodness. My fiancé's law firm has been training him in international patent law with the intent to send him to an overseas branch for some time. I've also been brushing up on my language skills so I could find a similar position to the one I have now where we moved to. We've both worked so hard as a couple to make our dreams a reality, and we finally made it. This feels so incredible. In case you missed it, we moved out of the country. Well, that's insane! What are you thinking? About marriage recently. We think we'll have a ceremony once we get settled into our new home over here. Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Can I go back to sleep now? No, we're not done yet. Okay, but I am. You got what you wanted. Your darling little Amanda got married to a rich businessman before me. I honestly don't see what you're so upset about. Goodbye for real this time. Kelly, wait! Amanda! What am I supposed to do now, Amanda? I already terminated the lease for the house we were living in, and I already quit my job to prepare to move. I don't have anywhere to go. Listen, I've changed my mind. I'll let you and Troy get married, so please let me move in with you. Amanda, please answer me. My mother was in quite the bind with no house she could call her home. She eventually called a relative of hers who lived way outside of town in the middle of nowhere. Mom waited right there outside the apartment building until she heard the rickety, clunky sound of a truck that was almost as old as she was rumbling down the road. She put her things in the back, stepped into the bed, and set off on a new life journey. Also, I figured out why Mom was so insistent that Amanda land herself a rich husband. Mom has the financial skills of a compulsive gambler. She spent all the money she got in child support and alimony on all sorts of pointless junk, which meant she had nothing left to retire on. She was counting on Amanda and her husband supporting her lifestyle into her older years. Through no one's fault but her own, she has now lost any hope of a relationship with either of her daughters, much less financial support. I understand that she's now spending her days working on her relative's farm for minimum wage. That's not going to last forever, though. Her relatives told her that she can only stay there until she earns enough to pay for a few months' rent, then she's gone. I doubt that my mom's going to be able to have anything resembling a relaxing, peaceful retirement.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.